Good morning to Miss Priscilla and my friends. Me and my team going to present about problem scenario. With me as the first presenter, my name is Odiliano Elvis and my metric numbers is 203021F 2005.
I'm the second presenter, Umisha Zarena binti Hasli, 20D80 20F 2045.
I'm the third presenter. My name is Celine Emily. My metric numbers is 20 D80 21F 2003.
My name is Muhammad Fadi Iqmal. As the last presenter, my metric number is 20 80 21F 2001.
For our today's agendas is introduction, selection, training and career development, decision making technique and advantages of decision making technique. First, for introduction, according to Mondi and No, 1986, human resource planning is a process of determining the type and number of employees that need to be hired to fill the vacant position in an organization at a certain period of time. Human resource planning can attract individuals with potential to become productive and satisfied employees. In other words, human resource planning is a process of identifying the workforce and the type of workforce, either from inside or outside the organization, needed to perform organizational operation at a certain time. A little quote for today: business opportunities are like buses. There's always another are coming, by Richard Branson. Next, I'm going to present about step in HRM. HRM stands for Human Resource Planning. For the first one, planning for future needs. Company need to identify the numbers of employees that required in the future. The second one is balance the future. Identify the number of employees that are currently employed and are expected to remain with the organization in the future. The third one is recruitment. Identifying ways to obtain number of the employees that is needed. And the fourth one is company need to manage training program and employees. In other words, ways to obtain the required, identifying the management of training programs and employees movement in the organization in order to ensure the continuous supply of a workforce with ability and experience. I'm going to present about consideration. First is internal factor. This is referred to the requirement for current skill and vacant position that are expected to exist in the organization by taking into consideration the available financial resources and the number of existing employees in the organization. The second one is external factor. This is referred to factor outside the organization's control, such as the economic condition, labor market condition, and the number of graduating for higher educational institute in a certain period. We are going to the next presenter.
I will present about selection process. Ensure that information that by the applicants match the job description and job specification. Obtain basic information about the candidate. View the candidate's feedback on the questions asked as a reference material when as a reference material for the organization when the candidate is employed as an employee in the organization. One pitfall to avoid is the inclusion of questions that are irrelevant to job success. Conduct first interview. Two-way communication between the organization and employees. Test how well someone interviews that, then to test how well they will actually perform. We'll ask the candidate about information stat in the application form. Next is evaluating and test. The candidate may be required to sit for the test. It may help the company to evaluate candidates' ability depending on the position requirements. Conduct second interview. Eligible candidate. Shortlist candidates will be interviewed for the second time as his manager make the right selection. Next is training staff. The first one is on the job training. Conduct within the workplace under the close supervision of the trainer. The interview is used in the hiring process in almost every job category in virtually every organization. It serves as a two-way communication channel that allows both the organization and the applicant to collect information that would otherwise be difficult to obtain. On the job training, it can improve staff skills too. Of the job training, conduct at a site away from workplace and minimize distraction, and trainees are able to devote their full attention to what is taught. Next slide. Celine Emily will present for the next slide.
For the next one is group decision-making technique. The first one is brainstorming. It is a process of generating information that encourages the collection of alternatives without criticism. It is also a process whereby every member provides his ideas and the best ideas will be selected to help the decision-making process. The team leader will inform the problem faced by the organization to other team members. For example, a textile retailing business wants to increase its sales. Second technique is Delphi technique. It is used to identify the problem and provide solutions through a series of specifically designed questionnaires. Every member completes the questionnaires in private and it will be compiled in one location. The compiled results are given to all members. Lastly, they will be instructed to propose a solution once again.
Advantage of decision-making technique. For brainstorming can create a team atmosphere, solidify that they are on the same team, and opens up. Idea building. Important to state ideas even if they are not in the perfect solution. And sharing ideas. For Delphi method, gaining knowledge from experts, great way to settle any discussion or resolve complex problem. Logical agreement that could be beneficial. Receiving honest answer, confident knowing the input the receiving is truthful. That's all from us. Thank you.